Hello! Today I want to talk about a deck which I believe is a contender for my best Winds of Exchange deck. The Juggler that suspends local color. A Starline's Brobnar Unfathomable deck. So Brobnar and Unfathomable are two of the standout houses in the set. Starliance is one of the weaker houses, I think, but this deck features one of its strongest cards. This deck's token is Bot, which people don't really like very much. And it's true, it's not a great token, but I don't think it ends up mattering too much. The standout feature of this deck is Hallowfest. It's a Hallowfest deck. And if you haven't seen this, this is a very powerful card from the set. Search your deck and discard pile for up to 4 Brecken creatures with different names. Reveal those cards and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck. So this is a card that gets you 4 creatures, essentially. Brick Nasty, the famous Brick Nasty, Volca, Harmal Attune, and Get Hammer. So these cards synergize very well together. Brick Nasty, you get Amber for fighting with your Brobnar creatures. Volca improves the effect of your fights because all of your creatures are dealing additional damage with the splash attack. Harmal Attune makes it so that your destroyed Brobnar creatures are returned to your hand. And that is an interesting form of creature protection, and also provides a combo with Get Hammer. Because this deck happens to have 2 Get Hammers. So what Get Hammer does is it readies and enrages each other friendly Brobnar creatures when it's destroyed. And because of Harmal Attune, it will have 2 destroyed abilities. Since your Get Hammers return to hand and ready each other, that means with the perfect board state on the enemy side, you're able to actually ready your Brobnar creatures several times by returning your Get Hammers to hand and replaying them, and readying them with the other one by fighting with it and destroying it. But that's not all in the Brobnar. We have other giants. Krim Torchtooth. So this has Splash Attack 4, so for extra fighting power. And we also have Bumpsy. So your opponent loses 1 Amber on play. It's a nice little tool there. Blood of Titans provides some additional creature protection. So depending on the opponent's creature control, we can put this on a different creature. So normally by default, I would put it on Harmal Attune because if your other creatures are destroyed, they're returned to hand. So it's most important to protect Harmal Attune so you get this destroyed effect on your other creatures. And there's also a Operations Officer Ishii for a little extra creature protection. Now, the strong Star Alliance card that I like so much, Ganymede Outpost. This card is so good. Put a friendly creature on the bottom of your deck, or on the bottom of its owner's deck, and if you do, archive 2 cards. So this lets you like save up your Brobnar creatures and Hallowfest for the perfect moment, and the other tools in the deck that I'll get to soon. And not only that, 2 Ganymede Outposts. This is insane. Being able to archive 4 cards multiple times, you can create such a great archive, and it's a way of untokenizing important cards. One thing about Hallowfest is if you have all the creatures already, then you can hold Hallowfest. And so if the opponent does manage to destroy your Brobnar creatures, you can get them all right back from the discard. or the band at least. So the Ganymede Outpost lets you do that more consistently because you'll be able to build up your Brobnar turn instead of having to just play it all out whenever you have it in hand. So that is the main threats of this deck, but this deck packs a lot of answers as well. In the form of Amber Control, we have 3 Ragnarok preps. So it's like it doesn't even matter that this makes a bot because the important part is that it's making your opponent lose 2 Amber. And when you have the band fighting stuff off, it's really easy to have more creatures than your opponent. So this is 6 Amber loss. In addition, in Star Alliance, we have one of the other strong cards in the house, Rogue Operation. It can steal up to 2 Amber, so that's a potential steal 4 there. So between these 5 cards, that's 10 Amber, insane. In the creature control department, we have one of my new favorite cards, Quintrino Warp. Also, I just said, like, Star Alliance is one of the weaker cards in the set, but now I'm saying all these cards are good. But hey, you know, they got some good cards. This card I'm not too much of a fan of, Photon Blast, but we got it. Still some creature control. And then in the Unfathomable, this is funny. There's double Solaf Flounderite. Look at that. So this is the silly special rare pair. Oh, sorry, uncommon pair. Destroy the flank on your opponent's right flank and your opponent's left flank. But what's most important is that I have, you know, these 2. These are the ones you really need. The bouncing effects. So Adult Swim for the chainless bouncing and Maelstrom for the unconditional bouncing for 2 chains. Corrode for artifact control. And we have an Illusions of Grandeur for a little touch of disruption there. That's mainly it. We got some extra stuff. Returning tokens to hand. Amber Control. Recruiting Station. The rest of this stuff is less important. There you go. I've been playing this deck on TCO, and it's been doing really well. So here's some highlights. See you next time.
Who's that?
Archon.
It's
Unfathomably attentive Ursula.
Yeah, I think I should probably just start doing stuff with the Brobnar. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd do this kind of stuff. So let's see. I think what I do is reap. And then I fight with Get Hammer into there. So all my stuff gets ready and I get Hammer back. And then I'll play Get Hammer again. And then Volca fights Charette. And then I re-put these. There we go. That's how you do it. Hallowfest, yeah! Ooh, and now I have Get Hammer, so I can just, like, infinite them, basically. Is that right? Just go back and forth. Yeah, play more creatures, yeah! Yeah. Alright. So I'll play this Get Hammer. So I fight there. Play this to make sure it gets readied. And I fight there. Whee! What are they gonna do? Yeah, the Get Hammer and Harmala Tune, you can just ready stuff and just end up reaping with your enraged creatures. Dang it. I went Unfathomable a turn, so I didn't go Brobnar the whole time. I went Unfathomable my first turn, but the rest was Brobnar. Just reaping and fighting. They do want a rematch. Alright. Hey, kitty. Oh, double Ganymede Outpost. That's fun. Let's keep it. Yeah. And let's start with it. Yeah. Ganymede Outpost. The next turn, I'll play some fish. Yes, Techie Bar Pulp 8. Should have made more jellies. Let's see. I can make 2 bots. Like, I can, like, destroy all their stuff, I guess. I could... Let's put So Left on the bottom, because it has a draw, I guess? So that's kind of cool. And then I'll archive 2 cards. And then I'll Quintrino Warp. So let's, I guess, do these. It didn't really work. And then Steel. I discard Corrode and Blood of Titans. Let's see, did I tokenize my Halifest? And let's see. I guess I'll put the bot behind a taunt. Oh, it's a Get Hammer. And then I just play these creatures, I suppose. Well, I can turn this. I'll put this as an upgrade. Yeah. And I can fight this thing. Get rid of their creatures. Yeah. And I'll reap with this. And this thing's a Get Hammer. I don't need 2 Get Hammers. So I don't really need to bottom this, but it lets me archive 2. So I'll do that. Draw 6. What do I want to do here? Because I have all this stuff. I could do the Brobnar now. They're probably holding the Coward's End, but I don't have Halifest yet, so I could just force them to use it. No, I just do it because I think I just do this. So I'll put there. Actually, I should find a way to get Harmala Tune next to my taunt. And I don't need to play the Ragnarok preps yet because they don't need they don't have any amber. So I actually kind of want to hold those. And I'll make 1 extra bot. Oh, it was the Halifest. Dang it. Okay, well, I'll see if I can go Star Alliance and bottom that. Or I could Adult Swim it back onto the top of my deck. Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's where the token, small power token synergizing. Yeah. Unfathomable. And they're going to lose their thing. This is sweet. Okay. Adult Swim. Yeah, get out of here. And then Weak Link your thing. Toxicuda Venom. My thing. And then Illusions of Grandeur. And make them go Brobnar. Or I gain 3. And now I got Halifest back. Yeah. Let's go. So I'll Halifest. This is broken. Let's see. I'm gonna double fight this Magda the Rat, I guess. And I gained 2. Oh, and the splash took out the Schuler again? How is this happening? And then I'm gonna make you lose another 2 amber. Jeez, brutal. Brutal stuff. And Brick Nasty is left at the end.